I just came back from the last stage of my research on plastic pollution of aquatic environments. So aquatic environments can be ocean, sea, lake, rivers, drinking water. And now I just came back from 5 weeks of crossing the Pacific Ocean from Vancouver, Canada, to Singapore. It was on the board of a German research vessel, the Sonne, with 30 scientists working on plastic pollution of the ocean and also on greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So I just came back. The materials which I gathered during the expedition, water samples, sediments, you will see, they just arrived because they had to go all the way from Singapore in a container to arrive in Germany. From Germany, the packages just arrived a few days ago. And then during our 5-week travel, undertook several experiments. The first one was that I attached the canvas to an instrument which is called multicolor. Multicolor is an instrument which scientists use. They let them down to the bottom of the ocean. So we were in more than 5,000 meters Pacific ground. They let them down on a cable and it allows them to take samples of the sediments. It looks a little bit like a giant metallic beetles with legs going on the ocean floor. And I attached this canvas to the bottom of one of these legs. So my idea was, of course hoping that it would still be there when it comes up, that firstly, all this fabric, the linen tissue, on its journey down to the ocean ground, will really gather and be impregnated with all the different columns of the water, from the surface down to the bottom, with all the salty crystals leaving intimate fingerprints, with all the watery stories, aquatic stories which the water has gathered during its journey. And the hope, by attaching it to the bottom of the leg, that this multicolor at the ground would really stamp into the sediment, leaving a trace of this ground. So it came back up, obviously, entirely wet. So the next stage was, as there were not only scientists on our journey working on plastic pollution of Pacific Ocean, but also scientists working on atmosphere, on so-called aerosols, little particles, and they measure them by looking against the sun. And so I also wanted to integrate this part of the research into the canvas, and therefore I let it dry. I attached it to an antenna of the boat and let it dry. So let the sun dry it, leave its traces again in the fabric, let the wind of the Pacific Ocean go through it. So this was the second stage. So I had the scientists working above the sea ground. I had the scientists working under the sea surface. And then the last aspect, of course, the research vessel, the Sonne, Sun, it's the name of this vessel. It was thanks to the Sun and the crew that we could make this research. So I also wanted that this ship itself becomes part of the fabric. So yeah, thanks to the chief engineer of the Sonne, we went up together through the machine room, up the chimney of the boat, and we attached it there where all the hot air finally goes out into the air. But it's air which has gone through the stomach of the boat, through the machines and all the engines. So we also have this trace.
Jedan od tih dijaloga bio nam je naročito interesantan.
Nedavno sam se vratio sa istraživačkog putovanja. 6 nedelja putovao sam brodom od Vancouvera do Singapura, zajedno sa 30 naučnika. Njih 20 je istraživalo zagađenje okeana plastikom, a drugih 10 zagađenje vazduha. Sve to vreme posmatrao sam šta rade, nakon čega je trebalo da to svoje putovanje predstavim kroz umetnički rad. Iza mene vidite prazno platno. Planiram da na njega u budućnosti nanesem boju, ali u njega je zapravo utkano to moje putovanje. Kupio sam ga u Vancouveru. Naučnici sa kojima sam bio na brodu radili su sa instrumentima koje su spuštali na dubinu od 5300 metara na dno okeana. U ovoj tegli je voda sa dubine od 5374 metra sa dela okeana koji je zagađen plastikom, a u ovoj se nalazi mulj. Platno sam vezao za instrumente koje su oni spuštali u okean. Kasnije sam ga sušio na suncu i vetru. U ovoj činici nalazi se sunđer i malo mulja sa dna okeana. Molim te, dodirni mulj prstom i ostavi otisak na ovom papiru. Mislim da je potrebno da osjetiš vezu sa prirodom ako želiš da je zaštitiš, a ne samo zato što ti neko kaže da ne treba zagađivati. Moraš da želiš da je ne zagađuješ, jer osjećaš da je ona deo tebe.